How's it, everyone? This is Joyce. You can call me Jay if you would like, and welcome back to another sketchbook tour. So, a few years ago, I actually bought 2 sketchbooks from Ross. I vaguely remember this. Not like the same thing, but the same brand, because they were $5 a piece, and that's a pretty good deal. And it seems like pretty decent paper to use like multiple media types on. So, this one was from 2021. I took a little glance at the first, like the cover, and this one was from 2022. So I figured, since we're going backwards chronologically, or we seem to be already, I would start with the 2022 one. So here we go. My usual inside cover bit. A little welcome page. My goals for this one were backgrounds, gesture studies, work on comic ideas, experiment, don't be so precious with paper, and character design. And I actually scored them when I finished working through it, apparently. Here are 3 of my OZs and height comparisons. Hi, Iris. I drew my persona as a bunny person for reasons that don't need to be explained, just reasons. She's a bunny. But yeah, I think I did work on backgrounds quite a bit in this one, or at least I tried to. These were going to be little sticker ideas. I never turned them into stickers. I also stuck a bunch of things in this sketchbook because this was the little wrapper for the brushes that came with the Himimiya gouache set, the little jelly cup gouache things that everyone was into for a while. And this was me trying to design a little tattoo thing based on a scene in Ancient Magus Bride. Basically, the character gets her own familiar because it's heavily magic based, and it's in like the world of Fae. And there's a line where they promise to be together basically until the day Ouroboros spits out his tail. I put Jormungandr because I was getting my ex into Ancient Magus Bride. I got him to watch it with me, and so I was designing this tattoo around that. Anyway, that's Iris in the background. I'm sorry about that. I know I was in an art block because for some reason, drawing the demon gals from Helltaker gets me out of it, or it got me out of it at that point. But just the whole tiefling and demon vibe is really creative to me, and it helps me get out of creative funks. But yeah, thank you to South for originally convincing me to play Helltaker. It was a really fun game. Currently my only 100%ed game on Steam. But yeah, the gals, my favorite is Judgment. Though Justice is very fun as well and fun to draw. Here are a bunch of different plants that I had at the time. Pop-Tart, please. More doodles, more little background stuff. A lot of relationship doodles as well. A little vent Astrid, little vent doodle. Again, I don't draw as much vent art as much anymore, but when I did, I would often kind of bully myself into getting my head back in the right spot. You know? Anyway, I'm kind of jealous of past me, of younger me, because I was so much more creative and experimental with what I did. I wasn't so careful about what I did. This is Cassian. This is another tiefling D&D character of mine. Again, the whole tiefling demon vibe. I guess because you can do so many different things with it. But anyway, he's a bard. He was going to be evil, but when we actually got into the campaign, he just ended up being more like a grumpy dad, because the other 2 players in the party were little chaos gremlins. But yeah, this was me designing him, and then this is his final thing. more Cassian doodle. I was trying to figure out what color scheme I wanted to give him. Yep, more little background things, little animal doodles. I also did quite a bit of permanent marker sketches in here where I just went straight in with a marker without a sketch, or like without a pencil sketch. Like right here. More of that. More marker sketches. And then at the time I was trying to figure out the design for the welcome page. Obviously I didn't do either of these, but yeah, I was going to try to make it nice. And this was based off like the Otakoi manga covers. Love is Hard for Otaku, that manga. And yeah, I just clearly didn't end up doing that. This is a doodle based off our first session, where my bard already fell. We had a bard, a barbarian, and a warlock, and I fell. Little doodles. We've been waiting for Silk Song. Still waiting for Silk Song. More little doodles. Kirby. Yep. Scribbles. It looks like scribbles, but I was trying to figure out how I wanted to draw this certain kind of creature in the story I want to do. None of these. I wasn't happy with any of these. At this point, I was trying to draw a friend of mine, Chrissy, but like as a character in my story and include her 3 cats. I might still do that. And then Legends Arceus Legends Arceus came out, and I really wanted to play it. So I doodled these, and then I got the game. And then I doodled the starters for every generation, I think, pretty much. And then a little random bear painting. Lunar New Year. I also miss my axe a lot in this sketchbook. I know I drew missing him back in the previous sketchbook tour as well. There's going to be more of that in here, I'm pretty sure. It's either this one or the 2021 one, because I know he visited at some point, and after having spent, like, I think it was 2 weeks with him, and having him around, he left, and I was like, well, this sucks. Squirrels. I had watched Arcane. I remember watching this because I was watching on my iPad, and I had ordered a Huion tablet, my tablet right now, and it had arrived. So I was sitting with it, figuring it out while I had Arcane playing on my iPad. Yeah. And then birds. There was like this bird drawing month challenge thing. I didn't do the whole month. And for some birds, I kind of gave up on drawing semi-realistically. There we go. The macaroni penguin and the flamingo. But yeah. Birds. They're actually really fun to draw. I like birds a lot. And then we get into Pokemon because I was building my Pokemon team. I don't remember drawing this weird little chibi Jinx, but she's there. And then we have evolutions. If I remember correctly, I did the other evolutions throughout the thing as we keep going. Yep, there's Espeon and Umbreon, Glaceon, Flareon, and Sylveon. I think that's all I did. And then here's Orko from He-Man. We were trying to watch the new one that came out, He-Man Revelations, something like that. But anyway, that doesn't exist to me. I couldn't stay awake through it. I was so mad at it. That just happens with shows that are bastardizations of like the original IP. I just get upset and then start falling asleep while watching them. I can't. Anyway, Muffins is one of my ex's characters, and he's a little wizard cat, so I kind of just drew him, you know, in my style. And there's his other OC, Olga. And then I just started doing little figure studies of people dancing to different choreography. I took note of the song and the choreographer, yeah, and the dancer for this one at least. This one's Casey. But yeah, more Legends Arceus. This says, "You are my bardic inspiration." Hisui and Arcanine and Growlithe, there we go, are very cute. I decided to do a little landscape thing. I still like this. I think I would put more flowers up in the front if I were to do this over again, but like, I just went straight in with color pencil, and I don't know, I like it still. We were watching the Rings of Power show. Again, that also doesn't exist to me. Oh, anyway, that's like, if I were to do a rant on shows, like there's also the Paramount Plus Halo show. Anyway, yeah, those could be entirely separate videos. Little doggy doodles, Aries, more Pokemon and creature doodles. Here are some Genshin Impact characters. I don't remember all their names. I know this one's Razor. I think this is Jean and that's Barbara. I think that's their names. I don't remember what her name is. More little doodles. This is from Little Witch Academia. I think these are colocasia leaves. More Jinx doodles. Another muffin. Yeah. Little Legends Arceus camp. I wish I could explain this doodle. I don't know, but here's Jinx again. Another Lunar New Year, Year of Tiger. It's so cute. I love him. I just want to scoop him up, you know? It's just a puppy. It's just a fire Pokemon puppy. It's very cute. Okay, I think the 2021 one is the one where I missed my ex a bunch. But anyway, more Pokemon doodles. I think I was drawing a lot of ferrets around this time because I was either in the process of designing my Gepeton I mentioned in the last sketchbook tour, or I had just designed him. Also, I remember his name is Snowball. But yeah. Little ferrets. I love critters. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I love critters. There's the starters of, I think, Scarlet and Violet, because it had just gotten announced. Weed Cat. More marker doodles, except Owlbear. I still really like this one. This one's cute. Little, yee. So Wolfie, the little plush I have from Zoo Montana, we had the idea of him, but in Bloodborne and in Hitman. So that's what these two doodles are. A doodle of me and my ex. And then this little Bloodborne hunter doodle of like me, my character. I actually did this digitally. And yeah, again, I don't draw a lot of Bloodborne art, but when I do, I usually end up really happy with it. I should draw more Bloodborne art. But yeah. I think this is the point in the sketchbook that always comes where I get tired of being in the sketchbook. But this time, at least it's closer towards the end, at least. Here's a little storyboard comic I was gonna do because I'm real cringe. If you can't read it, it says, I've always been a hopeless romantic. Through middle and high school, I imagined fateful meetings, and it's like a little, this panel is me and my ex, and life-changing conversations, which is me and a crush at the time. I imagined falling in love with someone just as romantic. I never imagined you, someone I'd never met. And this is a little Discord messaging screen. I don't know if you can read that, but that says Lord Stabbington South and Tiny in that order, because platonic foursome. All these Discord chats, bless you, Iris. All those live streams, KPS live streams. And then we got to know each other, and I knew that I would fall for you. I knew. So although we have to be apart for now, I'm glad I told you. I love you. That's that whole little comic thing. And then this is a actually detailed little sketch of that life-changing conversation thing, because it actually was. And since I was remembering it, you know, a little drawing. It was essentially about planning for the future, because my crush at the time was a senior and I was a sophomore. We met in band, but it was about how he regretted like not putting more time and effort into preparing for the future and going forward, and yada yada yada. It was a whole lengthy conversation. Anyway, moving on. Oh, that was the last page. There's Luxray, my beloved. The Shinx line will forever be my favorite Pokemon line. But yeah, there's a little Munchlax with a pizza sticker. But anyway, that's the end of the sketchbook. Thank you so much for flipping through with me again. I hope you guys have a good one. Take care. I'll see you next time.